Clip it.
This
Clip it.
is gonna be the beginning. Fuck. Yeah, I can't find you.
On YouTube, let me see. Let me see if I'm live on. I use this app called Restream. Usually, every time I start a stream, I have to change. I have to go into Restream, change the titles of that, and then change the titles of YouTube and Twitch. It says streaming on both.
Maybe I just don't see live stream. Oh no, I do. I do
I
because
use
I
this
see
app called Restream.
lo-fi. That's live stream, right?
Yeah, yeah. It should say
Usually
live.
every
It should
time
say
I
the word
start a
live.
stream.
I have to change. I have to go into Restream, change the titles
Oh, I
of
found you.
that,
There I am.
and then
Oh, you are first
change
time
the
playing
titles of
Hollow
YouTube.
Knight?
Yeah, I gotta change it.
Use
That's why
this
I gotta
app
change it.
called lo-fi. That's live stream,
I
right?
can't hear you. Yeah, yeah. It should say
Usually
live.
every
It should
time I
say the word
start a
live.
stream,
I'm live, bro. What should I title it, Mario?
Oh, I found you.
There I am.
Oh, I do see you. Make your shit so small.
Yeah, yeah. But hold on, cause look, then change it to this screen,
I can't hear you.
and then FNAF 2 is gonna be here. I'm live, bro. Yeah, look. What should I title it, Mario?
Aw.
Yeah,
Whoa. Not that. I genuinely
Wait, hold on. I hear something.
I genuinely don't know what it is. I might not. Controller C1. No?
Hear that?
CH? Okay.
Oh, this. It's
We
Twitch, bro.
might not play with the
Twitch open.
controller.
Not that.
What should I title the stream, bro? FNAF 2?
I generally don't know what I should what it is.
What do you mean?
We might not be playing with the controller.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was my. I had another window open, and it was connected to Twitch.com, and that was some streamer. So yeah. You see how it looks right now with FNAF 2 and my face cam.
Yeah.
I then like edit it where like I crop both screens respectively, and then you're able to cut to like which screen you want to focus on and like just view it. So it's way quicker editing doing that.
Oh shit, I haven't done that.
Yeah. I feel like I could get gameplay videos out quickly if I had time, you know?
So now I'm gonna see you.
Yeah, bro, now I'm gonna get into it. Now I'm gonna do my whole bit and shtick.
Your stick. I wanna watch you. I wanna watch
Alright.
you.
Let's see if we get some clips, bro.
Let's see.
Let's see. Alright, FNAF 2. Let's see who we got. We have to change the title of our streams. Also, got to make a little post on YouTube real quick. Community tab. Real quick. How do I make a? Oh, there you go. FNAF 2 with a heart rate monitor. I can't believe I'm even playing this blind. But I feel like I should. Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna go in blind. Gotta do the boring stuff, bro. yo. Mario, you still watching? Yeah, yo. This is a clickbaity title. First time playing with a heart rate monitor. Let's see how that goes. Okay. How can I not see my video on YouTube? What the fuck? Ah, this game is so loud already. Alrighty. I think we are good to start playing. Do I want to play? Not really. Actually, I do want to play. We could beat these freaking games, guys. It was always my dream to beat Five Nights at Freddy's series. And now we're gonna do it together. Ah, I'm on YouTube. I'm on the other page. Oh, because I'm in YouTube Studio. YouTube Studio. Regular YouTube. On YouTube. I'm on the other page. Oh, because I'm in YouTube. There we go. Okay. Alrighty. All right, we gotta set this up too. All right, chat. Let's make some clips. Make some content. You guys are gonna see me in the production with. Hopefully, we can make a YouTube video out of all this footage. But for now, the goal is to make clips out of this. I also like. I think it's gonna be easy to make clips out of this because I genuinely wanted to play Five Nights at Freddy's. So I think we're gonna have a good time. I think it's gonna be fun. I'm excited. But I want to do a bit where um we write down our progress of where we are in the series. So let's go do that. All right. Alrighty. So let me go get my Sharpie. Change the OBS. Where we are in the series of Five Nights at Freddy's. That's pretty good, right? Samoa Americana. Jimmy, where are you from? Jimmy Neutron Africano? On Twitch? Alrighty. So now we are going to write down our progress of where we are at the Five Nights at Freddy's series. All right, chat. We completely. I did all 6 nights at Five Nights at Freddy's 1. I did my time. I got my paycheck. I got fired. We're back here with the second one. So let's go see if we can beat Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Now, how many chat? Does anyone know how many games there are in the series? Let's see. Damn, this bit so I can start playing. All right. Damn, there's mad games in this series, yo. Help. I'm ready for help. All right. FNAF, AR, security breach, help too. All right. Chat, this is how much we got going. Look how much we got left. We beat FNAF 1, we're on to FNAF 2, and I figured to make this series a little bit more interesting, I want everyone to know how scared I am when I'm actually playing these games. So to do that, chat, I got a heart rate monitor. I'm about to go moisten the electrodes. The electrodes. That's what it said on the instructions. Make sure to moisturize the electrodes. I'm gonna moisturize the electrodes. And I'm gonna strap it to myself. Eat, 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 eat. Twink, twink, twink. Imagine this, bruh. All right, so I'm gonna strap the heart rate monitor onto myself, and from there, we're gonna play all 6 nights of Five Nights at Freddy's 2, and then after that, we'll move on to the third game. So let's get into it. We gonna change the lights now? I'm gonna have to get my phone, set up the heart rate monitor really quick. I did it today. Locked in, bro. Damn, bro. This shit looks techno right now. Ah, I got a heart rate monitor on me, bro. It's blinking. Check that out, bro. Hold up, bro. You're on your little bike right now, Mario. Shh. You should have been hitting the weights, bro. I was hitting the snow. I was in nature's gym today, bro. Oh, brawling. Any whoosies. Any whoosies, guys. Alexa, turn off the light. Peter Piper picked the pepper. Yo, bro. Yo, Mario and Alex are watching my stream right now, but I'm yoked, bro. The snow, bro. Did that. All right, but anyways, I got the heart rate monitors set up to myself. I'm gonna put up the Bluetooth right now. It should appear on your guys' screen of my heart rate. So give me 1 second. I think I fucked up. This is left. This is right. Got on reverse. Things blinking all crazy. All right. Scan. This thing's blinking. Can you guys hear it? Bleep, bleep. All right. It's pulling up now. Let me see. Go on to pulsoid.net, and I think you guys are going to be able to see it in a second. Hold up, hold up. Dashboard. Okay. Do you guys see my heart rate? I think you guys do. It's getting up. My heart rate increased. That's my heart rate. All right, perfect. Thank you. Which game are you going to play? Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Here we are, everyone. Let's get into it. Also, let me drop a story, too. Real quick. But this time I'm posting people who medicate can force their heart rate up or down. Oh, okay. Who meditate? That's cool. I'm gonna do both. Can you do it? Can I do it? Force my heart rate. Hold on, this thing's all twisted up right now. The band is uncomfortable. I'm gonna try right now though. It's a great idea. I'm gonna try. Hold on, let me fix the band. I'll try that right now, Sir Lexington. Oh, so you have me on the big laptop screen or on your phone? That'd be crazy, yeah. If you guys are just watching me in the attic, yo, you guys just pull up. Okay, let's see. Oh, really? That's awesome. All right, I think that's my current heart rate right now. All right, so let it stabilize. Let's stabilize. Yeah, 100. Now I'm gonna force it up. I'm closing my eyes. Damn, it's going. Was it really? Hold on. Cause now it's gonna go up because I'm getting excited. But I want to see if I can close my eyes and actually force it down. Hold on. All right. It's 105, 106, 107. All right, I'm gonna force it down to 90. Nah, I fucked up. I opened my eyes too early. I saw it was 94 or 95. I was like, holy shit. Now I'm too hyped up. You see, now that shit shot the hell up. Yeah, it was 94. Yo, it's close. I got control of my heart, bro. And those fish oil. I knew eating fish oil pills would help. Literally, bro. Controlling my heart rate. That's funny as hell. All right, let's get into it. Let's start the game. Help wanted. Grand reopening. Vintage Pizzeria given new life. Come be a part of the new face of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. What could go wrong? 150 cents a week. Damn, yo. Fuck DoorDash. I'm gonna start my new career. Okay.
Hello, hello, and welcome to your new summer job at the new and improved Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. I'm here to talk you through some of the things you can expect to see during your first week here and to help you get started down this new and exciting career path. Now, I want you to forget anything you may have heard about the old location. You know, some people still have a somewhat negative impression of the company. That old restaurant was kind of left to rot for quite a while, but I want to reassure you, Fazbear Entertainment is committed to family fun and above all, safety. Facial.
What the fuck? It closed. I forgot that FNAF 2 does that thing where that's a salary of $2.50 is $2.50 an hour if working a 40-hour. Damn. You know what though? That's where like the theorists get their metrics though. For hold on, let me put it so you can see. Dude, this game is so loud right now. Control his flashlight. This is to put on my mask. Lights.
Hello? Hello? Hello and welcome to your new summer job at the new and improved Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. I'm here to talk you through some of the things you can expect to see during your first week here and to help you get started down this new and exciting career path. Now, I want you to forget anything you may have heard about the old location, you know. Some people still have a somewhat negative impression of the company. That old restaurant was kind of left to rot for quite a while, but I want to reassure you, Fazbear Entertainment is committed to family fun and above all, safety. They've spent a small fortune on these new animatronics. Facial recognition, advanced mobility, they even let them walk around during the day. Isn't that neat? But most importantly, they're all tied into some kind of criminal database so they can detect a predator a mile away. Heck, we should be paying them to guard you. Now that being said, no new system is without its kinks. You're only the second guard to work at that location. The first guy finished his week but complained about conditions. We switched him over to the day shift. So, hey, lucky you, right? Mainly he expressed
Bro, where's
concern that
Chica?
certain characters seem to move around at night and even attempted to get into his office. Now, from what we know, that should be impossible. That restaurant should be the safest place on Earth. So while our engineers don't really have an explanation for this, the working theory is that the robots were never given a proper night mode. So when it gets quiet, they think they're in the wrong room. So then they go try to find where the people are, and in this case, that's your office. So our temporary solution is this. There's a music box over by the prize counter, and it's rigged to be wound up remotely. So just every once in a while, switch over to the prize counter video feed and wind it up for a few seconds. It doesn't seem to affect all of the animatronics, but it does affect one of them. And as for the rest of them, we have an even easier solution. You see, there may be a minor glitch in the system, something about the robot seeing you as an endoskeleton without his costume on and wanting to stuff you into a suit. So hey, we've given you an empty Freddy Fazbear head. Problem solved. You can put it on any time and leave it on for as long as you want. Eventually anything that wandered in will wander back out. Something else worth mentioning is kind of the quirky modern design of the building. You may have noticed there are no doors for you to close. But hey, you have lights,
Yeah, wind up that
even though
music
your
box.
flashlight can run out of power, the building cannot. So don't worry about the place going dark. Well, I think that's it. You should be golden. Check the lights, put on the Freddy head if you need to. Keep the music box wound up. Piece of cake. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Ah, no! Damn it! I keep hitting escape and I lose the game. Damn it. I got scared, I guess. I clicked escape. Alright, let me just mute that call. Can't hit escape. It's an easy job so far. Just chilling with chat. Chilling with chat. My heart rate's going up. I'm kind of freaked out right now. They start making movement around like 2 a.m. I bet. 2 or 3 a.m. Check the cameras. Wind this up. See if we can beat how many nights we can beat. Wind it up. I heard one of them move. Oh my god. Freak. Freak, you scared me, you freak. Oh my god. Oh my god, yo. I'm about to get killed right now. Go away, Freddy! Night 1 complete. This game's harder. I was like looking at a video like how mechanics are, and this is one that's definitely more complicated than the first game. So I wonder if it's gonna be constantly getting complicated as we get through the games.
Hello? See, I told you your first night wouldn't be a problem. You're a natural. By now I'm sure you've noticed the older models sitting in the back room. Those are from the previous location.
My heart rate drops to lock in with something. Yeah, you gotta be focused.
To repair them. They even started retrofitting them with some of the newer technology. But they were just so ugly, you know? And the smell. So the company decided to just go in a whole new direction and make them super kid-friendly. Those older ones shouldn't be able to walk around, but if they do, the whole Freddy head trick should work on them too, so whatever. I loved those old characters. Did you ever see Foxy the Pirate? Oh wait, Foxy. Oh yeah, Foxy. Hey listen, that one was always a bit twitchy. I'm not sure if the Freddy head trick will work on Foxy. If for some reason he activates during the night, and you see him standing at the far end of the hall, just flash your light at him from time to time. Those older models would always get disoriented with bright lights. It would cause a system restart or something. Come to think of it, you might want to try that on any room where something undesirable might be. It might hold him in place for a few seconds. That glitch might have carried over to the newer models too. One more thing, don't forget the music box. I'll be honest, I never liked that puppet thing. It's always thinking, and it can go anywhere. I don't think the Freddy mask will fool it, so just don't forget the music box.
Hello.
Anyway, I'm sure it won't be a problem. Have a good
Fucking
night,
balloon
and I'll talk to
boy.
you tomorrow.
What's up, balloon boy? Alex, Shantae, this is called Balloon Boy. Where is he? Damn, what the hell is this? Mangle.
Hello.
Heart rate's dropping. I'm locking in. Oh my god, it's Mangle. Fucking Foxy, get the fuck out of here. Balloon Boy, get out of here. Chica. Get out of here, Foxy. Oh my god. Am I fucked? Ah, damn it. Ah, I got, ah. This game is tough, yo. We need to, as a chat, bro. That was too much. I was confused. I think we as a chat, we need to go watch a video of how this game is played. Because that was freaky as hell. I was freaking out, but my heart rate doesn't reflect that. When I'm talking, it goes up. So let me put on a video for us to watch. It's not capturing my window. Let's see. That's Spook Shantae? Yeah, that scared the hell. That's Spook Shantae. Yo, this game is scary. But we need to find a method. We need to find something we could use as a tactic, because it's gonna take forever for me to beat this game without a tactic. So and we got so much to do, so we gotta find a tactic to help us beat this game. Hold up. Unable to. Watch this reaction video.
Before we get into this video, if you haven't watched my previous video on the FNAF 1 complete strategy guide, I heavily encourage you to.
Can you guys hear it?
FNAF 1 guide goes over some mechanics that are used in all 4 of the FNAF games, but they're especially useful for understanding the strategies in this game. With that being said,
can you hear the audio from the video? Hey.
Throughout this challenge, FNAF 1 was by far the easiest and most consistent of the 4 games. But even after beating it, the joy was short-lived. I knew what was to come. I knew what everyone had said about the next game. It was time to beat FNAF 2's hardest difficulty. It was time to beat 1020 mode, otherwise known as Golden Freddy.
Now?
FNAF 2 is significantly more difficult than the previous game, with no doors and 11 animatronics now gunning for you. To explain the basic mechanics of FNAF 2, you have 2 vent lights and a flashlight to see any incoming threats. Instead of doors, your defense revolves around putting on a mask to fool the animatronics. When an animatronic enters your office, or is directly in your vent and can be seen from the vent lights, put on the mask as fast as possible, then take...
Okay, so when they're in view, when they're in the room or when they're outside, like when they're peeking it, when they're hello, Balloon Boy, hello. That's Balloon Boy. Put on that mask.
Take it off after they leave. For office animatronics, you can take the mask off the moment the blackout stops and still be okay, but for vent animatronics, make sure to wait to hear some sort of indication that they're gone. Usually they'll be like banging in the vents to indicate that they've moved out of your office.
That's so lit. Do you possibly want to play zombies with
This will work on all of these characters.
Okay, a lot of them.
But for these two, you'll need to adjust your playstyle a bit. Starting with Foxy, flash the hallway constantly to keep him at bay. Go too long without flashing the hallway and he'll jump scare you. I'm going to take some time here to explain what this blank flashlight means. The blank flashlight indicates animatronic movement in the hallway, which means any of the animatronics that can spawn in the hallway could be there. This means that it's possible for Foxy to be in the hallway, though you can't see him. So you should never slow down your flash for them, despite not being able to see Foxy. The puppet requires you to wind the music box in the prize corner. Let the music box go for too long and you'll get a warning on the bottom right hand corner of your screen. If it runs out, the puppet will jump scare you. Note that if the music box is about to run out and you see a red triangle, flash the light in the prize corner as you pull up the cameras to wind the music box.
What?
Oh, I caught him.
What?
And you see a red triangle, flash the light in the prize corner as you pull up the cameras to wind the music box. Red triangles out, the puppet will jump the music box for you. Note that if the music box is about to run out and you see a red triangle, flash the light in the prize corner as you pull up the cameras to wind the music box. Oh, I caught him. This can sometimes stall the puppet for just long enough that you can wind the box without it escaping. With all these mechanics to worry about, FNAF 2 can get really overwhelming, especially on the later nights and in 1020 mode. Now with the basic mechanics covered, we can go over the strategies.
Okay.
In order to understand the modern FNAF 2 strategy, we have to go back to the first Victors, when players first started playing FNAF 2. Back then, the 1020 strategy wasn't much different from the strategy used in the base game, just with pixel perfect timing. Oh Look It's FNAF was the first Victor of 1020 using this strategy. To summarize this strategy, Oh Look It's FNAF would buffer taking the mask off by holding his mouse cursor near the bottom of the screen, meaning that on the first possible frame, he would take off the mask. This will be important to note for later strategies. He would then check the left vent first, flash the hallway while moving over to the right vent, then check the right vent. If no vent animatronics were present, he would pull up the cameras and wind the music box. Winding the music box is a bit complicated, so I'll explain it now. The music box makes a tick sound in addition to the jingle that it plays. Players then use this to measure the proper amount of time to spend in the cameras while winding the music box. Oh Look It's FNAF would choose how long to wind the box based on the position of the animatronics, particularly Foxy. If you wind the box for too long without flashing the hall, well...
Damn, 40 seconds?
I don't care. I so don't care. This early strategy seemed pretty solid, except for one crucial character that I haven't mentioned yet. Come on, it's 5 AM, bro. Come on, move. No! Oh my god, dude!
Damn, instant on sight.
Dude, you're so lame, bro. God. Come on. Go now. Go. Bro. Swear to God, this motherfucker. Nope. Dude, I'm gonna love the fuck out of Toy Bonnie, bro. Why is the game called Golden Freddy? Why is the mode called Golden Freddy? The mode is Toy Bonnie. Literally him just being there meant I was dead, 100%. Toy Bonnie is the single animatronic that can completely ruin your run just if he feels like it. Doesn't matter how far along you are, any one Toy Bonnie encounter can result in immediate death. What makes Toy Bonnie so difficult is that he's a combination of vent and office animatronics. Other vent animatronics such as BB, Mangler, or Toy Chica will leave you after roughly 5 seconds with the mask on, and office animatronics will simply enter your office causing a blackout sequence, and will then leave after 5 seconds. Toy Bonnie combines both of these aspects and will wait in the vent then launch a blackout sequence like the office animatronics. This would be manageable except for the fact that Toy Bonnie waits before entering your office. The time that he waits is completely based on RNG, or random number generation. Toy Bonnie has a 50% chance every 0.5 seconds to start his blackout, but only if no other animatronics are present, which in this game is almost never. The reason that an animatronic is always present is because of the office animatronic queuing system. We'll go more into this later, but for now, just know that multiple office animatronics can be waiting to attack you and start their blackout sequences, but one can only attack every 10 seconds. Since the chance that there is some office animatronic waiting to attack you on the next interval is extremely high on Golden Freddy mode, Toy Bonnie will always go for his other movement option. When the animatronic is present, which is always, the chance becomes 1/3 every second, making an average Toy Bonnie wait time of 3 full seconds. This not only drains the music box, but also makes Foxy way more aggressive.
I think this is getting way too
With
complicated.
Toy Bonnie, Foxy, the music box, and all the other stuff in
This is like 1020 mode. I just want to beat the first 6 nights.
mask on during the blackout stops. Finally, we can now get to the most optimal strategy.
Yeah, this is 1020
Credits to
mode.
Shooter 25 for
So I think he's talking
now
about
a
like
tick
Toy
sound
Bonnie,
in
but
addition
like
to the jingle that it
when he's
plays.
like the hardest difficulty.
Take some time here to explain what this blank flash.
Ambiance. Yeah, we listened to this dude. Later. Good night.
Hey guys,
Good night,
Ambience
good
here.
night.
Today I'm going to be showing you how to beat Night 2 on Five Nights at Freddy's 2, so let's go ahead and get straight into it. Night 2 is a very stressful night for a lot of players, which is understandable. There's a lot of new stuff happening, a lot of animatronics activating that you may not know how to deal with. But if you follow this strategy, you will be able to beat Night 2 every single time, regardless of if you are brand new to the game. So let's go ahead and get into it. So the first thing you're going to want to do as soon as you load into the office is you're going to want to pull up the monitor, switch over to Cam 11, and start lining up that music box. Unlike Night 1, the music box is going to start running out on the early hours of Night 2. It is going to start winding down as soon as you start the game up, basically, as soon as you start the night up. So, yeah, make sure you keep track of that. And real quick, I wanted to debunk some hoaxes for Night 2, because for whatever reason, Night 2 of this game is subject to a lot of hoaxes that simply aren't true, and they can just add to the confusion for new players and even experienced players. So, the first hoax that is very common that I've seen is people saying that old Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica can move around on this night. This is not true. The Woodard animatronics, except for Foxy, cannot move at all on Night 1 or 2. I checked the AI. There's absolutely nothing that would cause them to start moving around like this before Night 3. So don't worry about that. And speaking of animatronic movement, the other thing that I wanted to talk about is people are saying that some animatronics, usually Foxy or Mangle, can just appear in the hallway and kill you at 12 a.m. sometimes. This is just not true. All AI levels are set to 0 until 1 a.m., at which point they will start moving. Let's go ahead and check Kit's Cove. Alright, Mangle is still there. Keep lining up the music box. No problem here. We don't really need to check Kit's Cove, come to think of it, because Mangle will move to the prize corner as soon as he/she, whatever you call it, exits. There we go. There's Mangle. And as you can hear, there's now what sounds like garbled radio static. This is actually an important audio cue that we're going to want to pay attention to later. So what this means is that Mangle is near you, or you're currently looking at Mangle. So if you're not looking at a camera that currently has Mangle on it, which should only be prize corner on the later nights. So if Mangle isn't here, and you hear that radio static, there's only two possibilities. Either Mangle's on the ceiling, and you're probably going to die, because there's nothing you can do at that point, except just not raise the monitor a ton and hope you can wait it out. Or Mangle appears in the right vent, at which point it's time to slap on the mask. You can tell if Mangle is there, if Mangle isn't on the ceiling, and Mangle isn't here. And if you hear radio static, Mangle is in the right vent, so immediately throw on that mask and get rid of him/her. I don't even know how to refer to Mangle in these guides, honestly, but yeah, you don't even need to check the right vent light, really, to see if Mangle's there. The only reason we're doing that is for Toy Bonnie, and we know Mangle's not there anyway, obviously, because Mangle's on camera right here, just left. So, yeah, from getting close to you. Oh, you hear that? Just want to follow this pattern, basically, for the entire night, and we got about 2 in-game. Oh, you hear that? That's radio static. That means Mangle is in the right vent right now. When the radio static stops, that's when you take off the mask, because you know Mangle's gone. and make sure to flash Foxy after that, of course, too, to keep him busy. So, while we're waiting for it to roll over to 6 a.m. here, because I think I pretty much covered the gameplay point of things here, let's talk about the technical side of this game real quick. So, many people don't notice. They just kind of assume it, some of them. Some people believe it's like a hoax or whatever. But animatronics that are in the hallway will be stunned if you shine your flashlight on them. It's not just Foxy. If you see Toy Freddy in the hallway, if you shine the flashlight, then he'll fail all movement opportunities, very similar to how Foxy worked in FNAF 1. If you've watched the FNAF 1 guides, you know something I talked about is when you have the camera up, that causes Foxy to fail his next movement opportunity. He fails all movement opportunities 100% of the time while you have the camera up. It's the same thing with the flashlight. Toy Freddy can't move. Can't move at all right now. He fails all movement opportunities. It's the same thing that Foxy does also. That's how you keep Foxy at bay. Now, Foxy works a little bit differently. He has an attack timer. When that hits 0, then he attacks you on his next movement opportunity, not immediately. So, then he attacks you on his next movement opportunity, not immediately. So, Foxy does work a little bit differently. You can reset that attack timer every single time. I think it's like 50 or something, and it ticks down really quick on later nights, obviously. You can just shine the flashlight on him, and that will make him fail all monitor. That's going to pay off in the next night. So, over the next few videos. And, of course, we will be doing Night 3 next, which means that we will have to deal with the Wittered animatronics. So, those good habits of being able to put on the mask every single time when you lower the monitor, that's going to pay off in the next night. So, yeah, it should be rolling over to 6 a.m. any second now. There we go. 6 a.m. Alright. So, yeah, this night, it's obviously very stressful if you don't really know what you're doing, but once you have a good understanding of how the animatronics operate and what you need to do to be able to prevent them from killing you, here's a neat little cutscene here, then you are going to be pretty much effortlessly every time. This teaches you a lot of game mechanics also.
Alright, I think I got it. Alright, bro. I'm about to go eat, bro. Not hungry. Yeah, I'm about to go. My throat's starting to kill me, bro. I'm about to go offline and